This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. The Shannick, again, are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's going to sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIAL champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Sideline getting by one defender, and he's going to go all the way by Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, giving a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's Snap in the hole. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good.
That's fly ball deep right field. Get out of here.
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grab. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way.
Ripped away from him. Right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws it off the window and in.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Love it. Here we go.
Lawrence County.
Coming to you live from Wilmington High School. It's high school basketball season here at lcsportsnet.com. Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP. It's tonight. Non-section action, one final tune-up as the Wilmington Greyhounds host the Mohawk Warriors. Tonight's broadcast at lcsportsnet.com and on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. It's brought to you by MVP Insurance, by Maley Chiropractic, by Newcastle Transit Authority, by Penn Ohio Bottled Water, by The Red Zone, by Medora Bonner Law, by Pontius Insurance, by Works in Progress Paint Services, by Gem Builders and Creative Edge, by the Crane Room Grill, by the City Rescue Mission, the Tri-County Principals Association, the Mohawk Education Association, and the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Alongside Chris Birch, I'm James Dotson. Well, it was only 2 weeks ago that we shared the broadcast booth up there in DuBois for the end of the Lawrence County and Mercer County season for Wilmington football, and just fitting that we're going to kick off our hoops spectacular with some Wilmington Lawrence County battle. Wilmington Greyhounds taking on Mohawk here tonight, Chris.
Yeah, kind of the an old school tri-county matchup. Wilmington Mohawk, kind of. I always make mention of this, but when I was in high school at Slippery Rock, all these Lawrence County local teams were the section that I played in. So I always get excited about seeing those schools square off, and certainly a Wilmington team that has all kinds of high expectations. Almost everybody back from a great team a season ago, and a Mohawk program, obviously that's had a ton of success just 3 years removed from being in the state championship game.
Yeah.
But obviously a bit of a start over for this Mohawk basketball program.
Well, when you look at it, when they graduated, 6 seniors, I believe it is, including all top 6 scorers, it's going to be a very difficult situation. You also have now had 3 coaches in the last 3 years as well. Coach Lindsay Bell, what a great story she is. We'll get more into her, the new head coach here at Mohawk. But just looking at the fact that your top returning scorer had 26 points in her career coming into her junior year, that's in Reagan Magno. It's a young team learning a lot, but when you talk to Coach Bell, and you'll hear it in our pregame interview here, Chris, they're excited about what they are learning and how they are improving from one game to the next, one practice to the next.
Yeah, and I think certainly with the, obviously the youth of that team, the inexperience of that team, but also the athletic ability of this team. You kind of look, sometimes a team where you're completely starting over, you look at them and they look like a junior high team. You just look at this Mohawk team, they kind of pass the eye tests. There's some athletes down there. So I think what you're going to see with this Mohawk team, and like you said, with their coach, Lindsay Bell, I think they're going to improve really fast. Yeah. It's going to be a struggle here in December, but then all of a sudden, you guys are going to cover a game of theirs in, late January, early February, and they're going to be beating a team at the end of 3 quarters that maybe they lost to by 30 the first time, something like that. You could really see that happening with this Mohawk bunch.
You talk about athletes. Reagan Magno, starting pitcher. McKenna Stewart, normal starting right fielder. She missed all his softball season. Gigi Pizzulo, starting second baseman as a freshman, part of the WPIL champion softball team. And then you got a freshman, Maddie Crawford, who was in double digits, the only double-digit scorer in their first game, a loss against Laurel. Flip it over to Wilmington, as you mentioned it. High expectations for sure, moving down a classification as well from 3A to 2A. Oh, by the way, you're returning the program's all-time leading scorer. How many teams can, first off, how many times did you get to say that, Coach, that you brought back your program leading scorer because they still had a year to go?
One time I had a program all-time leading scorer, but that was late in his senior year that he got it. So, yeah, never. That is the answer to that question. But, yeah, it's a lot of excitement about this, around this program. You know, obviously the kind of the all-everything Leah Krayrup comes back as this program's all-time leading scorer. You know, she is terrific. She makes everybody around her better. She scores in transition. She can, you know, certainly come off of a screen, you know, on a set play and bury a three or get to the rim. She is special.
And I think what's most impressive, though, too, is the fact that, you know, when it was her freshman year, like, she was really the only scoring option. They developed more consistent scoring options around her. Look at Reese Bruckner, 19 and 17 for the first two games for the junior. Obviously, we saw Alyssa Flick absolutely dominant from downtown. Maya Jekovic can be lethal from beyond the arc as well. There are multitudes of scorers on this team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, you said it, right? I mean, it was, you know, Leah, when she was a freshman, you know, they knew, this program knew that, you know, the grade behind them, that group of juniors that you just mentioned, a couple of them, was coming. And, yeah, certainly now, year 3 of, you know, Leah as a year older, and then that trio and a few others, just absolutely been dominant. And here's the thing, James, sometimes with a group like that, you know, you start to kind of wonder, what can I do to challenge them? How can we get better? You know, these guys have been starting multiple years, all of that. And, you know, just kind of talking to Coach Jekovic off air a little bit before I interviewed him. I mean, he's really happy with some of the development, some of the skills, some of the things that, you know, they've been able to do this offseason. So I think we're going to see, if it's possible, a much improved Wilmington team even from a year ago.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have our conversation with both Coach Lindsey Bell and Mike Jekovic. That's when we return here on our season opener of basketball season on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Congratulations to our November LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington football as the November LCAP Team of the Month after winning the District 10 football championship for the first time since 2020. Congratulations to Coach Brandon Fillion and the Wilmington football team, our November LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Mohawk distance runner Jackson Shaydale as the November Red Zone Athlete of the Month for winning his second straight PIAA Cross Country Championship. Jackson also qualified for the Nike Cross Country National Championship this month. Congratulations and best of luck to Mohawk's Jackson Shaydale, the November Red Zone Athlete of the Month.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Back here on our Axe pregame interview, get a chance to talk with Coach Lindsey Bell here at Mohawk. And Coach, one game under the belt for the team, and for you as a head coach, just talk about how we're feeling right now after getting that first one out of the way.
Yeah. So first, huge kudos to Laurel, great coach, great program. So that was a good game for us to kind of come out, a good wake-up call for the girls to see where they're at. we were able to get that film pretty quick and kind of show the girls that if the game plans are executed, it'll work. So just, the only thing we're lacking right now is experience, and that really showed against a team like Laurel. So I think with more experience and more patience from the girls, we'll have a lot more success.
And also experience on the coaching end of it too.
Yeah,
we were just talking about the fact of getting to play these tough teams early on can only benefit everybody involved.
Yeah, right, absolutely. Again, we're so young, so the lack of experience isn't only within our players, but it's within us too. And so the more that we get to play good competition, like a team like Wilmington with great athletes and another great coaching staff, it's just really good experience for us all around.
What were some of the things that you saw on tape that were the good things that you can continue to build on here into the night?
Yeah, we're quick. I think that we can really run and gun whenever we are able to, break a press and get the ball over half court. I think that as long as we execute that, we'll be fine.
All right, good stuff, Coach. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks.
We'll be back in a moment. Our pregame show continues here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
We're back on Lawrence County SportsNet, and I'm joined by Wilmington head coach Mike Jekovich. And coach, you come into this third game here, kind of an old school Lawrence County rival Mohawk team, coming off of a nice opening couple of games, 2-0. Obviously you're all everything. Leah Krayrup off to a great start, a 25-point performance, a 23-point performance, also some great scoring from Reese Bruckner. Obviously all your other kids doing kind of what they do. You just have to feel like, again, not the greatest competition in the world, but still certainly a good, encouraging start for your team that has high expectations.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought the first kind of weekend of basketball we had was really dynamic. I thought we played really tremendous basketball, real team basketball, and that's something we've been preaching in the off season. The girls have really put in the time in the off season, and the work is starting to attribute on the floor, and it's just good to play games again and getting these girls kind of up and down the floor.
Yeah. And when obviously you think about this Mohawk team, this is a program that's had unbelievable success, just a couple years removed from playing in the state championship game. When you look at this Mohawk team, what are some of your concerns?
Mohawk is traditionally a really good program. That's why we schedule them. We're trying to get those Lawrence-Mercer County kind of rivalries back for us. And, we're trying to do that over the last several years. But, Mohawk, a new coach this year, not really knowing what to expect. I know they always traditionally have played hard, and they're really kind of hard-nosed type team. And we know that we can't just lay down for anybody, and we have to really kind of bring our A game tonight.
Again, I know you never like to look ahead. Coaches are always thinking about the night, the thing that's kind of right in front of them. But what would you like to see from your team tonight as you basically are looking down just 2 days from now? You're going to be opening up region play against a very good Lakeview team. What are some of the things you'd like to see from your team tonight?
Today, we always talk about a fast start. The last two games, we've really come out really strong in the first quarter. And, that's kind of the MO of the Wilmington Greyhounds, come out fast. And I told the girls, previously that we want to play a clean game tonight. I want to see the fundamentals come back, ripping balls through, securing rebounds, looking for the transition outlets, just playing a real clean game.
Right. Coach, always great to see you. Usually I don't jump onto the wagon with you till like mid-February or late January, so it's great to see you here early on. Congrats on all the success you've had with this group, and certainly best wishes tonight and all through the season.
We appreciate the coverage, and we always have a great time when you guys are here, so thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. That was Coach Mike Jekovich. Back to you, James, and the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Thanks to both Coach Bell and Coach Jekovich for our Axe pregame interview. Axe here to get you there. Lawrence County's door-to-door transportation service open to the public. Now let's look at your Crane Room starting lineup. There it is for Mohawk. A freshman, a sophomore, 2 juniors, and a senior. Magno, Stewart, Pizzulo, Harmon, and Crawford out there for the Mohawk Warriors. Let's turn it over to our PA address for the Wilmington starting lineup.
Senior forward, number 5, Carol Deal. And senior guard, number 2, Leo Reyes.
So there it is. Prayrup, Deal, Jekovich, Bruckner, and Flicken again. The leading scorer all-time, 1,364 career points. And Chris Birchie hit her 200th career three-pointer in their last game. 2 Mercy Rule victories for the Hounds coming in at 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, what we're going to see all year from her is just kind of one more record, one hyperbole after another with her. She is just a joy to watch. I sort of think about this like when great Hall of Fame players are like reaching the end of their careers, they get to their late 30s. I think to myself, and enjoy watching this, and I think that with her too, as she heads into this senior year, it's going to be great to watch her this season.
So Mohawk in the road reds, they're going left to right as you watch here at lcsportsnet.com. Wilmington in their home whites going right to left, and we tip off the 2024-25 basketball season. Mohawk will get first possession. Pizzulo, the sophomore. Again, one of 3 starters in this Mohawk starting lineup, part of the WPIAL championship softball team. Good man-to-man defense. Good backdoor cut to find McKenna Stewart. She drives into the lane, no good, but she was fouled on the way to the hoop, and a good backdoor cut right off the bat there, right what you see on tape there, Chris.
I like that. Yeah, it's the that kind of 2-1-2 spread. They put the post player in the middle. They look to reverse the ball across the top, and if they can't, they go in. And, no doubt, McKenna Stewart, nice job. She fed it inside, cut backdoor, and got rewarded with the backdoor pass, got fouled.
First free throw, though, off the mark. She made her way to the line plenty in their game against Laurel to start the year, but she misfires on both of them here, and then she commits a foul on the other end in transition. That'll be the first against the Warriors. Did not see who officially picked up the foul there against Wilmington on the first one. Yeah, that one there on Stewart. Inbounding is Flick into the corner. 3-pointer off the mark there from Crayrup. Good offensive rebound there from Bruckner. Down low, they get it to Kara Deal. Drop, step off the window, can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound, though. Tipper, thanks to Jekovich to keep that alive. Third chance opportunity already there, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt. Deal working hard to get the loose ball off of her miss.
Top of the key, wide open. Flick alone, nothing but net. 49th career 3-ball for her, and it's a 3-0 lead early as Wilmington will get into their press.
They just execute that half-court man offense so well.
And then get in that full-court press, but a little bit too handsy that time was Bruckner got a piece of the arm. Foul will be called. Second against the Hounds. Our officiating crew tonight, Mr. Birch.
Yeah, good, a really good group. I told you before the game, I think it's a crew that's worthy of a big-time game, so good to see that. Here we go, Spot.
Give him a little love.
Yeah.
Who we got out there? So both fouls against Bruckner, so keep an eye on that. That's the number 2 scorer on this Wilmington team in the first 2 games. 17 points and 19 points in her 2 outings. But she's on the bench less than a minute into the contest with those 2 fouls. Stewart tried to drive. Good job by Kara Deal to cut her off. Avery Harlan, by the way, checked in for her. Pickpocket there by Crayrup. She gets the steal, starts a 2-on-1. Nifty crossover, scoop and score. 5-0 Wilmington.
Yeah, looking like Allen Iverson there with that crossover.
And then she gets a steal here and gets another bucket right off the get-go. Is Alyssa Flick.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you don't make stops on defense, that means they get into this press.
And then there it is again. Crayrup getting her hands on that one. And she goes right to the rack. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled on the way up. 7-0 just like that. The press causing difficulty early.
Right. And what happens is this. You think about the opportunity Mohawk had they forced that long shot. They had their hands on a defensive rebound. They could have come down, gotten into their man offense. But instead, Wilmington got it back, hit the three, got into the press, and now the game is exactly what they want it to be.
There's something you don't see very often, a Leah Crarup miss from the free throw line. Score remains 7-0 as Stewart checks out of the game. First sub in for the Mohawk Warriors.
Wow.
Misses them both. That's Jade Harmon's the new Warrior in there. Fighting for the rebound. Still going for it. Harlan could not quite hang on to it. They will get the possession on the arrow, though. Stays with the Hounds. Both teams missing a pair of free throws here in the early going. Crayer will inbound straight to the foul line. And she'll get the handoff right back from Deal. Step back, thought about a three, kind of bobbled it, cut the shot off anyway. No good, and a long rebound. Ripped away first by Mohawk and then poked away. Jekovic, the active hands. 4 turnovers forced by Wilmington in the opening 2 minutes. Jekovic, who got the steal, floats it in the lane and good.
Yeah, really nice little nifty move there by Jekovic.
Against the press up to Crawford. Pass into the lane is going to be knocked away, and that's the off of the leg of Reagan Magno. Good quick hands again. These Greyhounds defenders are so quick with the hands.
They're so quick. Good quick hands. They know where to be. They read each other. Mohawk did a really nice job that time, breaking the press. You got to look for little things to be excited about, and that certainly was a good job there by Mohawk.
Jekovic gets a screen, steps inside the arc, nothing but net. Back-to-back buckets for Maya. 11-0 Wilmington.
That was a great screen off for Brewer.
And then it's another steal. Jack right to the hole. Make it 6 straight points. Timeout called by Mohawk. A Ponch's Insurance timeout. We'll take a quick one here as well. 13-0 Hounds on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my ex driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zeno-Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Couple great options already for your MVP of the game. Jekovic, 6 straight points. Flick with 5. Crayer with 2. It's a 13-0 advantage early for Wilmington. And another steal in the backcourt. That's now 6 steals for the Hounds. Good pass down low to find Kaya Brewer. Her turnaround shot off the mark. Another offensive rebound. Harlan off the window and in.
Yeah, it's steal, layup in transition, steal.
And another steal here. As Crayer steps in front of that one. I got her for 4 steals already.
Yeah.
She'll go to the line again to shoot a pair. Now, this Wilmington team came out guns a-blazing to start the year with Mercy Rule victories both against Riverside and Franklin. But, man, they are lightning fast.
Yeah. Well, Franklin's pretty good. Like, you look at that, I'm not very familiar with Riverside. I know they're pretty young, too. But Franklin's pretty good. So for them to be able to do that to them tells you that just how devastating this press is.
Second free throw is good, so she splits the pair. Crayer with 3. Tough time getting this inbounded, and it took too long. It's a 5-second count. Oh, you talked about in the pregame about, how you can challenge your team to keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
They can go full 5-on-5 without missing a beat. You're going to see this team go 10, 11 deep all year.
Oh, yeah.
Screen for the screener on the inbounds. Drop step. Good defense to hold her ground by Magno down low. Kick back out. Another 1-2 game. This time the pass from Bruckner to Flick. Shot off the mark. Or Bruckner to Brewer, excuse me. Magno with the rebound. It's a 17-0 lead. Handoff to Pizzulo. She kicks it up top to Crawford. Crawford, the team's leading scorer in the first game of the year. Good baseline drive, but blocked away as Bruckner rejects Magno. Crayrup, Euro step in the lane and one.
Just a little aversion of the eyes there, just to kind of make the defender freeze for 1 second. And then, yeah, she's so good at that Euro step. Went in there, drew the contact to the left arm, able to get it up over the rim with the right arm. That's she made that look easy, but that's not stuff you see from most high school players.
Gets the friendly roll on the free throw as well. She's got 7. And she will head to the bench. Ellery Fanko in for the first time, as well as Annie Wilson. And there you go, right on cue, trying to work in some new faces. Still in the press. Good job breaking it there, getting it up top to Crawford. Cross the lane to Magno. Well defense there by Wilson. Skip pass, looking over to get it to Pizzulo. Pizzulo looks to reset the offense, being guarded by Aaliyah Jekovic. Good curl cut right to the rack, off the window, can't get it to go. Magno offensive rebound, though, kicks it back out to McKenna Stewart. She pops one for 3 off the mark, no good. And rebound there by Cara Deal. Quickly up the court, the Hounds transition game, insane. Into the corner, 3-ball on the way, partially blocked there off the hands of Fanko, but offensive rebound again, up no good. Reese Bruckner controlling the boards, 3 offensive bounds already.
You know, and I'm sure someone would look at the score of this game and think, you know, come on, what are you trying to say? But, you know, Mohawk, when they do break the press or when it's off of a Wilmington miss, I really like what they're doing offensively. That 2-1-2 spread, you know, when they get into their offense, they've been getting good shots almost every time. So, again, hard to look for anything encouraging when it's 22-0, but there's a few things here.
They get 23-0 as both free throws there were good. Pass to the middle for McKenna Stewart. Jade Harmon took a push. You're going to see Avery Harlan check back in now as well. With a 23-0 scoreline here early on, Chris, it's been impressive, to say the very least, I mean, the way this Wilmington team has played.
High percentage shots for Wilmington. They're making them and getting into the press and creating more high percentage shots.
It's the pressure defense that's impressed me the most. Nice foul line jumper. That's an impressive look there from Gigi Pizzulo for the first points of the game for Mohawk.
Yeah.
Third foul, by the way, against Bruckner. She checks out. Now McKenna Stewart gets the block, the steal from Harmon. She tries to go coast to coast off the window. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds on the rebound. It will go over to the Hounds. Our broadcast opener of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, it was you and I at Shenango last year.
That's right.
Shenango Union for the opener.
Got to see a historic night there. Kelly Cleaver, now playing at Millersville. She hit her 1,000th career point. Guess what? We see a record every time Leah Craver puts one through the cylinder. Here's one from NBA range. Why not?
Yeah, that was from the volleyball line.
They only put 2 up on the board, though, for it. Shot there off the mark, no good. And Brewer gets that rebound. Triple team. She's able to escape, but we're going to have a whistle. I think we're going to have a reach in. If that's on Mohawk, we do have bonus free throws coming up. Or no, they're actually going to say a clear out. I thought they called it on 11.
You call that on?
It should have been on 21, but I thought I saw 11. But it had to be 21. We'll say Kaya Brewer picks up the offensive foul. If so, that's the first turnover of the game for Wilmington.
Wow.
Pass into the lane. Good job of Magno to keep possession and keep the knee down. Avoiding the travel. Pizzulo double teamed by Jekovic. And Crayrup, and ends up being stolen away by Alyssa Flick. In transition up ahead. Nice no-look pass across the lane to Harlan. Her shot, though, blocked from behind. Dave Crawford got her hand on that one. Good hands again. Make it 5 steals for the Clarion commit, and she puts it up and in. Double-digit points. Another one she gets her hands on. This one, though, not stolen away. Palace, though, off the mark and out of bounds with 2 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. And Chris, you talk about it. I mean, I know you've had teams in the situation like Coach Jack is in right now. I know you've had teams where where Coach Bell is in, with just a very young team.
Yeah.
It's a completely different mindset what both these coaches are even thinking right now in terms of what they want to see their team execute.
Yeah, I mean, they're almost at this point, both teams kind of ignoring the scoreboard and just trying to get better,
3-pointer, why not? Alyssa Flick, her second. Just a flick of a wrist. She's got 8 in this opening frame.
Yeah.
Pass to Reagan Magno. Good pass in transition, but hustling back. And that's the kind of things that, again, you got to like that from both aspects, because Mohawk broke the press well, but Jekovic came back and did amazing things.
Just great hustle, right? Great hustle, great speed. The Mohawk is, they're doing some good things breaking the press. They just can't finish when they do.
And partially their inexperience, but also a big chunk of it because of how good they've been defensively, Wilmington, and hustling back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good point.
Good drive in the lane, but that one blocked away from Harlan. Ends up in the hands of Crayrup, and she's up ahead of everybody. Goes up the little finger roll off the window and in.
Yeah, just went right over the middle of the hoop.
.30-point advantage in the opening quarter. We're going to reach and foul. Mohawk a chance to get some of those back at the line, as Fanko is going to get that personal. It's the Wilmington team, Chris. I mean, we knew that they were going to be tight. We knew that they were going to be a very strong offensive team. It's defense that has been really impressive in the early going.
Yeah, again, they're individually, they are terrific at doing what they need to do in this press. But what's even more impressive is, as a group, they know where everybody's going to be. They kind of feed off of each other's energy. So yeah, it's an impressive unit.
Both free throws good there for Maddie Crawford. Wilmington, quickly up the court. Leah Jekovic hands it off. Now driving the lane. Scoop shot and another and one for Harlan.
Yeah, speaking of that improvement that I talked about in the offseason, you could tell just watching Avery Harlan how much better she got in the offseason. She played a lot last year, helped this team out, but she has a different look about her here in her junior season.
Cannot complete the 3-point play, but Kara Deal said, I'll give you another shot at it. Fanko wants a 3. It's no good. Bounces around. I think it went off the forehead of the younger Jekovic, who then hustles back. That's Addie Wilson who gets the steal. Has to check it. It was Wilson who took it off the noggin. Aaliyah pocket picked by Reagan Magno. Magno to the top of the key. Good find at Harmon at the foul line. Knocked away from her. Second chance, though, for Reagan is up no good. She's fouled. And I like this for Mohawk. Driving to the hoop and trying to get to the line, Chris.
Yeah, they're still playing hard.
Oh, yeah.
No question about it. And Reagan Magno, she's a junior, like you said, just, came into the season with 20-some points, the leading returning scorer. But you kind of look at her. She certainly looks like a basketball player, and she's out there working, and she's going to have a very nice season for this team.
I didn't even think about it. Second one off the mark, so Magna will split the pair. Nice pass and transition, coming right to it, Addie Wilson.
Jekovic threw it way out in front of her, and Wilson knew what to do.
Heard of leading your receiver. That's putting a spin on it. Yes. Magno at the buzzer. Too strong, no good. And that's how your first quarter will come to an end. 36-5 Wilmington all over Mohawk. We're going to take a quick timeout. Back in a moment here at lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Second quarter coming your way here from Wilmington Area High School, 36-5 as we kick off our coverage here on lcsportsnet.com. I'm James Dotson with Chris Birch. Chris, where do you get to be for our friends at Mercer County Radio coming up for the rest of the week?
A really, really good one tomorrow night at Grove City as Franklin boys come in to play Chris Qualick's Grove City team. So, yeah, that's going to be a great one. You know, both teams filling a few holes to graduation. But still two terrific teams, going to be a great one.
I do believe the other crew is going to be on Thursday, or maybe that is you. It's going to be right back here for the opener for Wilmington against Lakeview.
Yeah, no, that's going to be Bob Greenberg, Mark Slazak.
That'll be a fun way to kick off the season. We're glad to get you a little early taste of the Wilmington Greyhounds here today. And what we're seeing is some great transition basketball. Put that down as another Maley chiropractic play of the game. But Bruckner gets it to Deal for two.
That's just the old classic, right? Hit middle, hit opposite, force a 2-on-1, block-to-block layup.
Call it like you see it there on your LCAP Instant Replay. Let LCAP Early Learning help your little one blossom. There's immediate openings in child care classrooms across Lawrence County. Feels like Leah Crarup is always open. Her second three of the night, that means 202 in her career.
Because she doesn't need much to look really open.
On the same page there is Mohawk, and he'll go out of bounds for another turnover. Yeah, Crarup, just talk about the career that she's had, Chris. It's been impressive.
It's been impressive. You know, she just keeps adding things to her game each season. Great skills, great athleticism.
Alyssa Flick shows that she's human as she misfires there. She had an incredible postseason run from beyond the arc. That game against Northwestern, I think it was 6 3-pointers in that game. As we have a held ball here, possession error will go back over to Wilmington. But yeah, just kind of dissecting the region that Wilmington has, what you're going to look at in the season, Chris. I mean, obviously, Kennedy Catholic's got to be the team that you're going to look at.
Kennedy, you know, obviously Lakeview's terrific. Sharpsville's very good. You know, so again, that's going to be a really loaded region there. The 2A, the local Mercer/Lawrence County 2A teams.
43-5, excuse me. And intense defense put on by Wilmington trying to drive in there as Crawford lost it, got it back. Shot, though, no good. And again, pushing up the court quickly. Bruckner up ahead of the defense off the window and in. Her first points, playing with 3 fouls, but still able to get involved in the O.
Boy, do they run the floor, right? I mean, that's, you bring little kids to a game and say, this is how you're supposed to run the floor.
I know you don't do a lot of film study at the youth level, but I'll tell you what, this is clinical.
Yeah. Just
running it to a T. Pump fake on that shot, no good, but put back again. Bruckner cleaning up the work. But again, that began with a transition outlet pass, Chris, as we're going to have a 30-second timeout called by Mohawk. It's a Pontius Insurance timeout. Get the best rates and customer service. Calling a local agent at Pontius Insurance. But it begins with the quick outlet, quickly up the court, and everybody knowing where to be. That's something that they've obviously worked on big time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've all played a lot of basketball together, and a lot of them have played a lot of basketball, you know, with other groups too at AAU level. And they just all know how to play. So, yeah, they all know ball goes in the middle, fill the lanes to the outside, get outside the hash marks, and then they always make the extra pass. You never see Wilmington taking a bad shot. You know, they reverse the basketball. A defender comes flying out. They know exactly which person to go. They're great at playing with an advantage. 4-on-3, 3-on-2, 2-on-1, you know, all of that. They're going to score in those situations almost every time.
Final tune-up for both of these teams before they get into section region play beginning on Thursday. Scoop shot off the mark for McKenna Stewart. Rebound, but good job stealing the outlet pass. This time Harmon reading it. I think that's what Coach Bell may have been talking about is, hey, let's read and anticipate a pass a little bit better. Pizzulo's 3-ball off the mark, but another offensive rebound. So these are the little things that you can see on film afterwards, right, Chris?
No doubt, no doubt. And again, Wilmington is just light years away from most high school basketball teams, but Mohawk's doing some things well. You can see Lindsey Bell's doing a good job with this group.
That one off the foot into the backcourt. It's going to be over and backward, touched out of bounds. Either way, it'll be Greyhounds possession.
And see that? I got a quarter there, right?
Yeah.
I touched the ball.
Mark
me in the book.
You're in the game. Wide open, left alone on the block. And those are some of the things, though, that Coach, whether you're first-year coach or 50th-year coach, you
can't do
hate
that,
to see it.
Yeah, right. There's some things they're doing because they're just great. That time, just miscommunication on defense by Mohawk.
But again, that's what you have when you have a very young squad.
Yes, right.
With just three seniors on the roster, and one of them is out for the season. We'll talk about her in a minute after another no-look pass. No good on the shot, but put back attempt. Kara Deals come to play here in this second quarter.
She's doing a great job. It's not going to show up so much in the stat sheet, but she's tipping basketballs, keeping them alive, getting loose balls, and a lot of those have ended up in possessions where Wilmington has scored.
First freebie rattles around but doesn't fall down. Third foul, by the way, against McKenna Stewart. She'll check out. You'll see Maddie Crawford check back in. Fresh 5 coming in for the Hounds, 4 of them in. Brewer still waiting at the scorer's table.
I would assume, obviously with the exception of Deal, this would pretty much be the starting JV bunch.
Deal able to split the pair. Well, you could probably say that, but at the same time, like I said, in practice, I mean, they go 10 deep anyway.
Yeah, no question, right.
Coach Jack, I'm sure we'll have the freshmen playing some JV minutes.
Oh, yeah.
No, unfortunately, it's difficult to even get full JV games with the lack of numbers here in the area. We'll talk about that more as this night goes along. That jumper a little bit too strong. Good job to track down the rebound by Pizzulo, but I believe she's the one who took the shot, so that will be – or no, they are going to get a foul. So they're going to get a pushing foul against Ellery Fanko.
Yeah, what's happened a lot, in girls basketball more than boys, is the teams are very good. The best players on just about every team are really good, but the numbers are low.
We have our first Newcastle Transit Authority out-of-town scoreboard. We want to talk about low numbers. Union, all their games are starting at 5:30 this year because they have varsity-only games. The out-of-town scoreboard, Union defeating Rochester. Ooh, maybe closer than the experts thought. 55-50, but the Scotties remain undefeated. Drive into the lane. We have a foul as Harlan was tied up, but they got a piece of her arm. 55-50, and let's take a look. Well, she stayed under.
Some of those games like that, James, where you don't play as well as you want, but you still find a way to win.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good character builders.
Especially early in the year in these non-section play, right?
Yep.
Good defense from Mohawk to alter that shot. Magna rebounds. Here comes Pizzulo. We hit the midway point of quarter number 2. Drive to the corner. Handoff there to Pizzulo. Pizzulo back to Crawford. Into the corner. Tipped away there by Addie Wilson. Good hands to knock it into the bench by the junior.
Addie Wilson, another one of those, that junior group. She's had a hard time getting minutes with this bunch, but she's a really good player too.
Yeah, that's how crazy is that to say, though, when you have, it's a good problem to have, but, coaches always say they want to have that problem.
Right, but it's tough. Yeah, you're right.
Like this one right here, Aaliyah Jekovic, the way she plays, she'd be starting on a lot of teams in the region. She got that steal, couldn't get the bucket to go, but got her own rebound. Second chance effort, though, off the mark as well. Coach Bell calling out the play from the bench. Again, good tough defense. Scrapping both teams' bodies on the floor. Able to get it back with Pizzulo. Bounce pass to Harmon into the lane. Her shot partially blocked. Good defensive position straight up there from Fanko. And it's going to be off of Mohawk down the stretch. We've seen probably 6 or 7 blocks like that just because Greyhounds are in good position.
Good position, right. Yeah, good position. Hands. straight up. Yep.
Just like you teach it.
Yep.
Wide open, Fanko left alone. Back iron on her. 3 ball, no good, but a backside rebound for Harlan. Unofficially her 3rd offensive rebound. Into the lane she goes, and she's bumped on the way up. 2 free throws now coming for Avery.
You know, we've talked about this, you know, some things you'd love to show on film to younger players. Watch all of the Wilmington shooters when in their spread offense when someone's driving to the basket. They all stand there. They have their feet ready. They have their hands out. They're hunting their shot while someone else is taking the ball to the basket.
Olivia Hare, another member of the WPIL champion Mohawk softball team. She gets her first action on the court here tonight. Checking in for Harmon, who just picked up her 3rd personal. 51-5. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Coming back to half, we'll get you your first half stats and recap. Good stop in the lane. Shot, though, can't get it to go for Pizzulo. Leah Jekovic starting to break. Up ahead to Wilson. Off the window and in. She looks more like Pat Mahomes leading her receiver out there.
Well, that's a couple of those, and both of them have been to Wilson.
Nice crossover. Pizzulo off the window. Gets it to go.
She's going to get better and better and better as this season goes along.
Her 2nd basket. Step back. Wilson looking for the trifecta. It's no good. Offensive rebound for Kea Brewer. Brewer has to kick it back out, and they'll reset the offense. Fanko passed down low looking for Harlan through her hands and out of bounds. Only the 2nd turnover of the game for Wilmington. Mentioned Coach Lindsay Bell. This is her first coaching experience. Imagine this, at 23, 24 years old. She's a 2019 grad of Ursuline, played just locally at Westminster College. She and her assistant coach, best friends. We're going through this together. She almost feels like it's a co-coaching experience with her, but she said we're all learning as we go. She's just very thankful to the Mohawk community for basically giving her this opportunity.
Yeah. This is a tough lesson here playing this
well,
game.
Right. But, I mean, in talking to her before the game, though, I mean, she said, we definitely embrace it. It's only going to make me better. It's only going to make the players better.
Right.
I mean, you want to talk about somebody who's been around sports her whole life. How about her father, Wally Bell, Major League umpire for 21 years.
Wow. That's really cool. That's a cool story. I didn't know that part. But, you know, here's the thing. This is going to be one of those deals where, they keep working hard a couple of years. They'll be right back, and they'll remember this year, you know.
Now remember, your first practice, your first game, your first technical, because you know it's coming eventually, right? Unless your name is Chris Birch, because I know he never got a technical.
I never got any, no way.
Now, how many did your assistants get for you, though?
Probably a lot, yeah.
Brianna Hagen's into the game for the first time for Wilmington, as is Lindsay Hoover. Crossover from Jekovic. That's Aaliyah. Hands it off to Jada Klein. Klein back up top looking for Hagens. Good job to track it down before the over and back call. Check, bounce pass, back out to Klein. Klein over to Toscano. Giada Toscano's shot off the mark. Toscano, we saw her on the soccer pitch. One of the top seasons, one of the top goal scorers for the Hounds team. Good shot there from Magno in transition off the mark. No good. Ball on the ground. We're going to have a held ball, and possession will stay with Mohawk.
Yeah, Gigi Pizzulo does a really nice job looking down the floor, and she's thrown a couple of nice passes to Magno.
Yeah, and you can see the athletes that Mohawk has, but when you haven't played much,
right.
There are a couple players who are back for their first time in a while.
Yeah.
Your brain works quicker than your body sometimes.
Exactly, right. His skills, it's got to do some skill work too, and they will.
Good pass down low, finding Pizzulo from Magno. The softball combo can't get the shot to go. Putback effort also off the mark there from Crawford. Softball pass up top, looking for Toscano. Little shake it ahead decline of, I'm not that tall.
Yeah, it's a good look though. You like to see your players just kind of being aware of looking down the floor like that.
Pizzulo, nice crossover. Can't get the shot to go. Those are the kind of things you're talking about, though. Up ahead, they get it to Brianna Hagens. Her shot off the window, no good. You can tell fan favorite from her teammates. They're excited she's going to go to the line.
Yeah. Again, but what, we're now into numbers 11 through 15 or whatever out there on the floor. What do they all do, though? They all run the floor.
They know where to go.
They all run the floor, right. And they look ahead and they run the floor.
First free throw up and good for Brianna Hagans. Second one short off the mark. She splits the pair. Big collision. We're going to get a foul on the rebound.
We all talk about the speed of Maya Jekovic. Aaliyah Jekovic, she's going to give her a run for her money. That was a little burst of speed there to go get that loose ball. It was like a white uniform blur.
These bonus free throws are going to be brought to you by, as she takes a look at Dad.
Yeah.
As that one came up a little short.
About 17 feet in the air and 2 feet short.
Yeah, she's smiling about it at least. Got the distance right.
Yeah.
Measured it better on that one to split the pair.
Not quite as much arc. That was a good thing.
Those free throws brought to you by our friends at Medora Bonner Law. Visit them online, a community firm with personal connection and individualized service. This one tipped into the backcourt, so no over and back. Hagans, though, gets in there. Gets the steal. Good job coming back by Mohawk to poke it away. Now up over the top for Magno. Into the lane, off the window, too short. May have been partially blocked on the way up. Again, running the floor. This time it's Jekovic out in front. She puts one up. Good defensive position coming back from Olivia Hare. 5 seconds remaining as Ashley Masters gets to midcourt. Pass it off. Pizzulo, can she get a shot off in time? Good if it goes. No, it is waved off. Rattles in and out, and we head to the locker rooms. Wilmington putting on a defensive clinic.
Yeah.
It's tough to say when there's 55 points on the board, but a defensive clinic for sure. 55-7 here at the half. We'll step aside, come back, recap it all when we return. Season opener here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
At Medora Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medora, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at medorabonnerlaw.com for more information.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joy ride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to the doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joy ride, call Axe today.
Since 1911, the City Rescue Mission has been serving our community by providing food for the hungry, shelter for the homeless, and hope for the lost. We continue to love all that come through our doors, extending mercy and providing grace just as God has done for each of us, serving with a compassionate heart and sharing the good news of the gospel and the hope we all have in Jesus Christ, just like we've done since 1911. We can't do this alone, and we continue to need your help.
Congratulations to our November LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington football as the November LCAP Team of the Month after winning the District 10 football championship for the first time since 2020. Congratulations to Coach Brandon Fillion and the Wilmington football team, our November LCAP Team of the Month.
55-7, your halftime score. Wilmington doing what Wilmington does. Chris Birch, we expected to see an impressive Wilmington team. I'm not, again, I've said it probably 4 or 5 times. We know obviously the Mohawk is a young team. There's going to be a lot of growing pains, but Wilmington's pressure defense has been absolutely suffocating.
I have a feeling, you and I were talking a little bit off air about it, we're going to see some Mohawk scores later in the year, and we're going to look back on this game and realize just how impressive this was by Wilmington.
Yeah.
Because this Mohawk team's not they're pretty good. They have a couple of good athletes. They got the softball players like you've talked about. They have a nice guard in Pizzulo and a really good athlete in Magno. They're going to have some success this season. But when you play Wilmington, you have to do everything right every possession because they press, score, press, score, press, score. So all it takes is like a couple of runs like that, and all of a sudden you're down 20, and then they can play that pace, and you're down 30. And, again, this is a team that you're going to have to do a lot of things right to beat them because of the way that, A, they execute, B, they play in transition on offense, and C, the way that they press on defense.
Halftime show brought to you by the Red Zone. Remember, Spirit Sales can help raise big money for your organization. Fill out a form. The Red Zone does the rest. Visit them online. TheRedZoneSports.com. See how your group can score big at the Red Zone. Wilmington certainly scoring big with 55 points in the first half. And the question I wanted to ask you, again, you've been in both of these kind of scenarios. How, first, from the Coach Jekovich point of view, how do you keep your players amped, get them the minutes, keep them playing hard?
Right.
When, obviously the girls know the situation as well, what the score says and what the disparity between the two teams is.
Yeah. Well, I think, you want to insist that you remain in character. That's probably the biggest thing. Like, in other words, 55-7, you don't want to start to go out there and do things that you can't do, that this is not what you're coached to do. So, I think when he gets his, he's going to get his top 7 or 8. He's going to get them some minutes here probably in the third quarter. They want to go in. They want to do everything fundamental. They want to share the ball. I think that the biggest thing and I'm going to compliment, the Wilmington team here in a second about it. But what you see sometimes in a game where the score is like this, you see players start to not share the ball because they want to get, I need to get my 12 points in this blowout, right? Continue to share the ball, and Wilmington is, so good at doing that. Share the ball, keep doing what we do, and then you notice how the first team is so great when the second and third teamers go in, when they do something, they make a good play, a positive play. So you just want to make sure that you leave this game with a good feeling about things heading into Thursday. Because I know this sounds crazy, but there are times where you're blowing somebody out, but people are mad about their minutes. They're mad about missing some shots. You can almost leave a game like this sometimes with a sour taste in your mouth.
We'll take one more break. We'll come back and we'll have the second half action between Wilmington and Mohawk here at LCSportsNet.com, powered by LCAP.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
I'm Kevin Sapp. I'm president of the Mohawk Education Association. We are one of the sponsors for the Lawrence County SportsNet. We would like to take a moment to wish all of Lawrence County student athletes health and safety as they compete. In particular, we would like to wish luck to all of Mohawk student athletes as they represent our school with pride.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Let's take a look at that Gem Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap from the first half. Leah Crarup leading everybody with 17 points, 8 for Alyssa Flick, all in the first quarter, 7 for Kara Deal, 6 for Maya Jekovic, 5 for Avery Harlan, and 4 each for Reese Bruckner and Addie Wilson. Leading score is 4 for Gigi Pazzulu for Mohawk. Third chance effort here. Maya Jekovic, good pass across the lane to Bruckner. Back up top. Good ball moving around the perimeter. 3 ball from Jekovic is short, no good. Offensive rebound, but the pass from Bruckner well read and stolen away by McKenna Stewart. It is a running clock here in the second half with the 30-plus point advantage. Good bounce pass across the lane. There's something that can be looked at on film.
Absolutely. Yep. Good defense led to an easy bucket.
Transition the other way. Better defense coming back from Mohawk. So these are the little things you're talking about, Chris.
Right. Yep, no doubt. Yeah, they played good defense. They made a stop. They scored in 2-on-1 against their starters.
Gems Master Builders and Craftsmen, family-owned and operated, general contractor for 4 generations. What a pass and transition up over the top to Reese Bruckner.
Yeah, Reese Bruckner, a great job running the floor again, and just an unbelievable pass from Maya Jekovic.
Drive into the lane's going to be poked away. Gets into the corner for Pazzullo. Pazzullo, nice spin into the lane. Again, trying to bounce pass, but took an extra step. We didn't get a chance to do our keys to the game from the beginning of the game. So let's talk about our keys to the second half, just in terms of what both these teams want to accomplish. Obviously, again, very different scenarios.
Yeah, Wilmington just wants to stay sharp, James, right? They want to come out, be sharp, make sure that they leave with a lot of confidence heading into Thursday's showdown against that great Lakeview team. That'll help, right?
3 for 4 from Alyssa Flick, I'd say so.
Yeah, that'll help. And Mohawk, and again, you could tell that Coach Bell has full control of this team. They've come out, they're playing hard, they got a great attitude, and I think that's what they want to do.
Good steal there. And Bruckner again going coast to coast. She's got 8, and a timeout's going to be called. Full timeout called by Mohawk. Let's take a quick timeout here as well. 62-9, early third quarter at lcsportsnet.com.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as all around Lawrence County, the Newcastle Transit Authority, they're going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride for free. Chris Birch alongside. I'm James Dotson. Your out-of-town scoreboard there brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority. We got that Union 55-50 win over Rochester. We will check out Union in their section opener against Aquinas Academy as Union looks for the three-peat. Yeah. Their first OPL championship came against Aquinas 2 years ago. Nice foul line jumper again. Third basket for Gigi Pizzulo, one in each quarter.
Yeah, that'll be a really good test for Union, no doubt about it.
Whistle on a foul before the shot goes up there for Crarup. Yeah, definitely a big challenge for Coach Nogue and that squad. 4 seniors on that team. How about this for a stat? 3 seniors on that team have already committed to D2 or D3 schools. 1 for basketball, 2 for softball.
Yeah, that's the greatest group of athletes with the collection of these 2 or 3 grades in the history of that school on the girls' side.
I think you can combine that on the boys' side.
Oh, yeah,
too.
absolutely. Right, yeah, the whole school.
The baseball championships and the football state title run.
It's unbelievable.
But, yeah, the girls' program, no question about it. The way that team has worked. And guess what? They just won the Lawrence County Junior High Championship as well.
Good.
So you got some impressive stuff coming up from them.
I love that school. I love that community. You know, one of my a guy that I think of as a father figure coach was a Union grad, Coach Tavish. So I love that place. I love it that there's been such a great renaissance in sports there.
There are certain schools in Western Pennsylvania that high school sports is just better when they're playing at the top of their game. Union and Newcastle are 2 of the big ones in this area.
100%, yes.
2 free throws rattling in and out. Magno, though, stays with it and gets the steal. A little too hot to handle. She tried to get it back down low to Crawford. Yeah, the Lawrence County of Union and Newcastle, I think, fit in that mold. Kind of like a Farrell and Sharon.
Farrell and Sharon, I was just thinking that, yep.
I mean, those years when Farrell had a very lackluster football team and, you know, they were losing games even by mercy rule sometimes. It just didn't feel right.
It didn't feel like the football season ever actually happened.
No.
I know exactly what you mean, yep. 100%. Yeah, good. There's a good renaissance going on right now, certainly with the Sharon sports teams. They've been great and everything for about a decade now.
Especially at the 1A, 2A, up to 3A level. You're going to have those ebbs and flows, those good years, bad years. But, I mean, again, you look at what Mohawk has done, what their girls program was just 4 years ago, and a bit of a dry spell right now. But we keep hearing about some great athletes that are going to be coming up on that program as well. Rave off the bucket here for Reese Bruckner. Foul on the floor.
How great is Bruckner at getting places with a minimal amount of dribbles?
Right.
She got a kind of a run out from half court. She got from half court to the basket on 2 dribbles. That time got from the 3-point line with just one little quick crossover, drew the foul on the floor.
Bruckner kind of the silent assassin as the Robin to Leah Crarup's Batman. How about the putback effort there, up and in?
There's a player like her on every championship team.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, I mean that.
She's the one that Coach Jack talked about is just going to be a moving screen against Crawford.
Yeah.
Coach Jack talked about the fact of how much she has improved from one year to the next. I mean, she played darn well all last year as well, but that she's just taken that next step forward. Really all of them have.
She really has. Yeah, no question about it. And it's the skill work stuff. I mean, that's the stuff you just don't see. Like, how do you know if someone's been in the gym? Well, when they get from half court to the rim on 2 dribbles, you know they've been in the gym.
Coming after the game, we will announce our MVP Insurance MVP of the game, as well as your Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game award. Nice backdoor cut after working the weave. Extra pass from Wilson to Jekovic in the corner. That's Aaliyah Jekovic at the floater and gets the soft touch.
Looking like big sister there with that one dribble floater.
Oh, I'll tell you what, too. We talked about the fact of they can go 5-on-5 very efficiently without losing too much, as we're going to get a foul and Pizzulo going to the line for 2. Let me tell you, I got a chance to go into all the county teams and check out a practice, talk to some of the players and coaches in the preseason. Shocker or not shocker that you have Aaliyah and Maya going head-to-head against each other at most of those practices?
Yeah, right. I mean, that's who you're right. Who's going to guard the other team's point guards, right? Those two, right? So, yeah, makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's one of those deals where you take Leah off the floor, right? And then you split up the next 10. I mean, that's any iteration of those 10 is going to be a great game with this Wilmington bunch.
It's funny you say that because Leah actually could not be at the practice today that I came to because she had a family event that she had to attend. So guess what? I got to see that exact scenario. Let me tell you, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of good battles, right? That's so rare now, to have that many good players in a program.
Just under 2 minutes to go. Nice move. Wow. Absolutely for Delaney Harmon. The senior gets her first points of the year.
A little head fake and right to the rim.
That's her first field goal of her high school playing career. How about that?
Nice.
Nifty move for Kaya Brewer. Can't get it to go to the left hand. Gets her own rebound, and then she's going to get tied up on the way up as Harmon able to reach in and grab it.
I'm impressed with both of these teams, the way that they've acted in a game that's this lopsided. Sometimes in a game with this score, you see some frustration, particularly from the team that's losing, but both teams really, kind of in control of themselves, both coaches in control of their players. Good stuff to see.
Pass down low. Good long arms from Brewer to get a piece of it, but still in possession with the shot. There was Masters. No good. Brewer gets the rebound. Outlet pass to an open area, and able to track it down there was Jada Klein. She goes right to the rack, well defensed. She kicks it back out. Good job. Aaliyah, can she tip to the line? She can, just barely. Coach Bell can't believe it, but travel there against Klein. Will turn it back over. Coach Bell, I thought that hit the line.
Yeah, you can see she's almost kind of got like someone on both of her shoulders. She's really positive and stuff like that. But you could see though when she kind of talking to herself. This is a tough situation to be in. I've been there.
Screen and into the lane. Pizzulo blocked away from her, out of bounds. Clock still running with 25 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And she talked about it, though. Like that's her philosophy. It's all about positivity first. And, you're in a situation that you're going to have to be very positive.
Got to, right. Yeah. Like we've said, this is, a really tough matchup for a team that's
put back attempt for Brewer, no good. Third chance maybe as Klein is going to get held up, and that's going to be how your third quarter comes to an end. Mohawk able to double their scoring output, but they still trail 68-14. We'll step aside. Fourth quarter when we return at lcsportsnet.com.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
You guys ready? Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Want to give another shout out while we have a moment. Our LCAP team of the month, the Wilmington Greyhounds football team. Congratulations to them, and congratulations to Mohawk's Jackson Shadle. So we get both schools represented. Mohawk's Jackson Shadle, how about this? Back-to-back state championships for cross country. Wow. Only the third WPL runner to ever do that. Oh, by the way, he just finished 66th in the nation at the National Cross Country Championships, the Nike Cross Country Invitational out in Oregon, as a steal and score for Leah Crayrup.
Wow. Yeah, great job by Crayrup. The time before that, Reese Bruckner putting on a display there with the drive and kick.
Jakovich is going to reach in and get a held ball. Possession will stay with Mohawk.
Coach Jack getting that first group one last little run here. I don't blame him. I mean, this still beats practice. You still want to get your group in a little bit of a run.
Good hustle. Love that right there. Flying into the benches in front of us is Maddie Crawford. She saved it, but then ended up being stolen away. Going the other direction is Alyssa Flick. Her shot no good. Coming the other way with it is Harmon. Harmon looking to pass it ahead. Believe it was tipped out of bounds. Guess it was not.
Yeah. No, that was a good job. That was Jade Harmon was looking out ahead, threw it out there. That's the one right there, James. 2 years from now, when she's a junior and she's surrounded with some, kind of more skilled players, she'll make that pass and somebody will catch it and score, So that was the right pass. Just like you've pointed out a couple of times about Wilmington, people knowing where to be in transition. Nobody knew where to be. She threw it to the right spot.
Just time on the court. That's all you can ask for to be able to make that one happen. Avery McCandless checks in for the first time for Mohawk, as does Vicky Reardon. Shot no good. Step back for Flick off the mark. Another offensive rebound, this time for Krayrup. She hands it off to Jekovic. Back up top to Bruckner. She drives in. That first step,
she's good.
Electric.
Yep.
Couldn't get it to go. Make it a fourth chance effort here. Still can't get it in. And we have a whistle and a blocking foul to stop the bleeding for a moment.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I was wondering if Coach Jack going to get that first group out of there. They're a little frustrated, but yeah, my spidey sense was starting to tingle about, somebody tweaked something in this situation with that game Thursday.
Yeah, and that's my question too. Is you want to keep your team fit and keep them active and all that, but when do you officially call off the dogs officially?
Yeah, I mean, and it's certainly nothing like running up the score. He's had his second and third group since it's the first quarter.
Nice backdoor cut and find for Ellery Fenko. She becomes the 9th player in the scorebook.
Well, one of my better teams. I had two great players that I would always get out pretty early in games like this, and they would very often be frustrated with me. But I mean, can you imagine, you're in a game like this and one of your best players tweaks something before a big game 3 days later?
I mean, I'm frustrated with our producer, Matt Flannery. I mean, those hands were very, very weak. It almost looks like he played a whole bunch of roller hockey over the weekend, and he's very, very tired.
It can contrast to that smooth way that I got that ball over here.
Absolutely. Big shout out to our producer, Matt Flannery. We've got Ash Pistachio as well as Garrett Dolan on our cameras here tonight, giving you the sights and sounds here at Wilmington High School. Leah Jekovic, high arcing three from the corner is off the mark. Long rebound, bounces back out. Wilson's going to get it. This time, Fenko! Why not?
Yeah, that shot looks really good. She's missed a couple tonight, but that one, feet set, shoulders square, held her follow through. There it is, bang.
Second three of the year for Ellery Fenko. Baseline drive for Mohawk, now kicking it back up, a little up over the top. Good job to track it down. Ashley Masters able to get it over to Harmon. The hustle is there all around. And
no doubt.
Again, all you can ask for if you're Coach Bell and her
no doubt. I mean, again, there's nothing fun about these games for the team that's down. But, I mean, she is building a foundation there. You can tell, just by the way they act, the way they play. I mean, the way they're kind of hanging together in this thing.
And you can also see and tell a lot about a team, how they react when the second and third team gets into the game.
Yeah, right. Yep. Yeah, no doubt. There's no kind of anger or frustration. They're just playing. This is just, they're playing one of the better small school teams in the state.
Yeah. And the same thing on the Wilmington side. How that bench looks, too, I think it's also very...
They're having a blast, right? Rooting their teammates on. Like, here we go right here. Watch this.
Jekovic up over the top. Stop. Everybody on their feet watching as the bucket goes in for Jana Klein.
Yep.
They get 11 players scoring tonight for the Hounds.
Yeah, there it is. Just right on cue, right? Starters losing their minds when one of the JV kids scores in a varsity game.
Well, and again, it's something, especially when you didn't have a JV game tonight because of the low numbers that Mohawk has, it's not enough to be able to get a JV team in a JV game.
Yeah, these are the kids right here that are getting their time right now. Yeah.
Avery McCandless, Ashley Masters, Vicky Reardon in the game right now for Mohawk, as well as Olivia Hare and Jade Harmon. So it's the secondary five, as that ball was stolen on the inbounds pass from Lindsay Hoover. Jakovic, step back three, too strong, no good. Hare fighting for the rebound with Gianna Toscano, and it's going to be last touch by Toscano. So right now it's Toscano, Izzy Lynch in the ball game with Aaliyah Jakovic and Jada Klein. And Brianna Hagans is the fifth out there right now for the Greyhounds. Weave to Harmon, stolen away, but with a bit of the arm there is Aaliyah Jakovic. The freshman will commit the foul as the clock winds now under 2 minutes to play in our season opener. Mentioned the girls' game will have Union on Friday. We're going to do a triple header on Friday after that Thursday girls' game.
Nice.
Trying on the reverse layup, a little too strong for Harmon. Rebound coming out for Hoover. Yeah, the triple header. We'll have Newcastle against North Hills. That'll be an audio-only broadcast, but how about that to start the section season? What a pass! Shot no good from Hagans. Great look from Hoover. Get the offensive rebound, though. Kick it back out. Shot there off the mark from Klein. Mohawk will get possession. Yeah, North Hills against Newcastle, and then our two video broadcasts. Neshannock hosting Olsh. Big section matchup there.
Yeah.
They actually flipped that. So Olsh still does not have a home court because they had renovations that went sour. They're still trying to find places to do their games.
Wow.
So they flip-flopped. So Neshannock now has that first home game. And then it's the county matchup, Laurel at Union, to get a Lawrence County battle to start off the year as well.
That's awesome.
We'll have all three for you. It's going to be a stretched out but a fun evening to kick off the boys section season. Speaking of the boys team, I mentioned Coach Marmo. Congrats to him. Got his first win as Greyhounds head coach and first win in 4 years now?
Yeah, that's good stuff, right? They're going to get there. They were completely in a ridiculous section.
Yeah.
Last year. Sharon twice, Hickory twice, Grove City twice, Slippery Rock twice. But they're out of that section now, and they've gotten better.
They've gotten better, and on-section games have gotten a little bit more competitive to work with as well. Clock will expire. Wilmington will make it a 3-0 start as they get ready for section play on Thursday. Your final score, 79-14, Hounds over the Warriors. We'll take a quick time out. Be back with your Tri-County Principals postgame show here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Mohawk distance runner Jackson Shaydale as the November Red Zone Athlete of the Month for winning his second straight PIAA Cross Country Championship. Jackson also qualified for the Nike Cross Country National Championship this month. Congratulations and best of luck to Mohawk's Jackson Shaydale, the November Red Zone Athlete of the Month.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zeleople or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
For 20 years, Maley Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Maley Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
It's our Tri-County Principals post-game show here at lcsportsnet.com. A 79-14 victory for Wilmington over Mohawk with Chris Birch alongside him, James Dotson. I mean, not a unexpected scoreline with Wilmington winning. But again, I think the dominance that they showed, Chris, with the defense and with running the floor the way that they do was very fun to watch tonight.
It really is. That's the right word to say. Like, just a lot of fun to watch, especially, for like the things that I value as a coach, like running the floor, getting out wide when you're running the floor, hitting middle, hitting opposite, all of those little things that lead to easy baskets. That are not about like one-on-one showcasing. It's about, playing great in transition as a team. This Wilmington team is one of the best to ever do it.
So we take a look at our Creative Edge scoring recap. Creative Edge, where design and construction come together with experience. We'll start with Mohawk. Gigi Pizzulo, 7 points. That's a career high for her. 4 for Maddie Crawford, 2 for Delaney Harmon, and 1 for Reagan Magno to round out the Mohawk scoring in the game. On the other side, Leah Crayrup leads with 19 points on the evening. Alyssa Flick with 11, including 3 of 4 from downtown. Reese Bruckner with 10. Avery Harlan with 7. Kara Deal with 9. Missed that one. Maya Jekovic with 6. Ellery Fanko with 5. Addie Wilson with 4. Aaliyah Jekovic with 3. 2 for Jada Klein, and 1 for Brianna Hagens, to round out the scoring. That's unofficial scoring. We'll get the official box score from Coach Jekovic later on, but the fact of the matter is I got 11 different players in the box score scoring a basket tonight.
Yeah, that's and again, that's when it's fun, right? And you and I noted many times, how the players reacted. Obviously, the JV girls, a second group, always rooting for the first group, but then how hard the first group rooted, for that second and third group tonight. It was a lot of fun to watch.
That's your Creative Edge scoring recap. Call 724-652-1372 for full information on fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services. Games like these, Chris, it is difficult to find your keys, your player of the game, your play of the game.
Right.
Let's start with the play of the game. First off, the transition game was absolutely impressive. There was one in particular that really stuck out, the tic-tac-toe, as you called it perfectly. We're going to give it to the pass from Reese Bruckner. She was the tack in that tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, and again, it came from doing something fundamental, something that you practice. You hit middle, you hit opposite, and then the opposite goes along the baseline to the streaking player coming in. I mean, again, those are good players doing that, But that's something that you practice. That's something that every coach in America would look at and say, that is beautiful fundamentals.
So wait a minute, you're telling me that all those drills in practice, you do them for a reason?
Yeah, it's amazing,
Wait,
isn't
what?
it? Yeah, it's shocking, right? Yeah.
So your Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award will go to Reese Bruckner of Wilmington. Maley Chiropractic and Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor Reese Bruckner for tonight's Play of the Game. She just received her customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of receiving tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network's standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. You can check out all of the top plays of the year by going to lcsportsnet.com and click on awards. Congratulations again, Reese Bruckner, to go along with her 10 points and assist to remember for a while.
Yeah.
She's your Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. As for your MVP insurance MVP of the game, we talked about it, the fact that you could definitely go with Leah Crayoff and add more to her wardrobe out there. I mean, that would be very.
She has an entire chest full of them. Yeah.
Absolutely. Between the ones that we have here at LC Sportsnet and the ones that we get from Mercer County Radio, but we want to go a different route because we know that Leah's going to be big. We know that Reese is going to be big.
Yep.
You need to have that third scoring option. And Alyssa Flick, we saw a little bit last year. Her shooting was lights out. And you talked about it. Not just her, but everybody. Always in that ready, set position.
What it's called, what I used to call it, when we would drill it, is I call it hunting your shot.
Mm-hmm.
So you're watching your teammate penetrate. You're moving to the spot to where the kick would obviously be. You got your hands out. You got your feet set. So as soon as that pass is made, you're knocking it down, and that's what she did all night tonight.
3 for 4 from beyond the arc. Alyssa Flick earns our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. She just got her customized T-shirt, albeit an extra large. My apologies there, Alyssa, for your MVP of the game. That shirt courtesy of the Red Zone, by the way, in recognition of tonight's MVP of the game. Again, you can view the full list of game MVPs by going online to lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations, Alyssa Flick. 3 for 4 from downtown tonight. Your MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Call MVP for the win. So for Wilmington, now 3-0 heading into region play again on Thursday against Lakeview. You can catch that action here on Mercer County Radio with Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg. Mohawk 0-2. They will start their section play on Thursday at Riverside.
Okay.
To kick off their season. So it's going to be a challenge, but there are very winnable games in that section in Class 3A. Mohawk, it's going to be growing pains, but again, these are the tough games early. Coach Bell said it perfectly when we were chatting in the pregame, Chris. Like, you're going to learn a lot, both coaching-wise and player-wise, from these games. You want to play against the best teams. Yeah, this is a difficult outcome for sure, but positivity, she's thinking positive, and she's got that team thinking positive, which I love seeing.
She coached in a way tonight in this game against, again, one of the better small school teams in the state. She coached in a way that her kids are going to recover, and they're going to be able to kind of be up and be excited about heading into a very winnable game on Thursday. So you like that. Sometimes in a game like this, you see young coaches beat a team down so bad that they're never going to recover. She did not do that, and they'll be ready to go Thursday. That should be a great game for them.
Again, coming up for us here on Lawrence County SportsNet on Thursday, we'll have the section opener. That's a 5:30 tip again, by the way, between Union and Aquinas Academy. 5:30, that tip-off for the Class 1A opener there. And then triple header on Friday night. Audio only as Newcastle hosts North Hills. Full video broadcast for Olsh at Neshannock, and as well for the county battle between Laurel and Union. Fun to see that with Union back in 2A, as those being all section battles this year with the Scotties as well. Big thanks again, everybody here at Wilmington. Mike Copper and the entire crew, so good to us. Big thanks to them as always. Big thanks to Ash Basash over there, the nutcase herself, and Garrett Dolan running our cameras, as well as Mr. Matt Flannery. Working hard. The legs may not be working after the weekend from too much roller hockey, but we appreciate his hard work and lack of effort in going after the loose balls. For the entire Sportsnet crew, Chris Birch, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm glad we're back underway. Yeah. We're going to have to hook up a few more times over the course of the year, and of course we will with Mercer County Radio as well, I'm sure.
No doubt. Always great to work with you, James. A lot of fun. Great to break the ice on the regular season here. So a lot of fun, and Coach Jeck's got himself a great team here.
I appreciate Coach Jeck and everything he's done for us, both to him and Coach Bell. Thanks for talking to us as well. For the entire Sportsnet crew and Chris Birch, my colleague tonight, I'm James Dotson saying so long and stay tuned. Triple header Friday, girls basketball Thursday as well. You can catch it all the rest of the year on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.